Hi everyone, my name is NASCAR Freak 83, and this video right here is kind of been inspired by a friend of mine here. I was kind of scrolling through my YouTube subscriptions and stuff the other day, and I saw that one of my friends had done a year in review of his iRacing career in 2023. So that kind of gave me a little bit of an idea. So shout out to Jake Russell 2015 on YouTube here for kind of inadvertently giving me this idea of this video here. So kind of one of them things where I'll go through my year in review on iRacing of this past year, starting with first couple of weeks in January and then leading up to this point right now in December when we made the last few starts before the off season started. So kind of going off what we can see here already right now, it got main two things that I run, obviously. Well, actually not the main two things, but main thing that I run obviously is asphalt oval. So as you can see, the I rating on that is a nice 4,296. At one point throughout the year, which I'll go through in a minute, it was as high as 4911, if I'm not mistaken. So about the closest that I've ever got to nearly getting a 5K I rating, and that's going to be another thing that I talk about here before the video ends here in a little bit. But yeah, I got that close, and then Atlanta week hit, kind of started falling, and still even recovering to this day from that big, huge drop in IR at the time. And then we got a nice 2019 I rating in asphalt road. So not too bad from what I originally had at one point in road, but a lot of that came from more or less when the NASCAR series would run at road courses, and we'd have some good finishes there in the races. So, and then dirt is kind of a back and forth deal. I've kind of, in a sense, given up on dirt racing because of some certain things. And as you can see, dirt road, I don't really touch it a whole lot. There's maybe a couple of races where I started, and then that was about it. So not really much in those two aspects of the iRacing service. So as we can see, go to start right there. Here. Ah, come on. All right, well, close enough. So we'll kind of start from, that point right there. Kind of been steady throughout the whole year. Like we were hovering above a 4,500 for a little bit and stuff since the beginning of the year. Started off pretty good. And then you can see at that point right there during early July, the drop off happened. So it went from like 47.67 to a 43.34. And that was just in the matter of one weekend, I remember. So yeah, you see right there we got as high as 49.11, and I was that close to getting a 5,000 I rating for the first time in my iRacing career. So even past that, our 2023 was a solid year though for us. As you can see, that's actually the career stats. Never mind that right there. So during the whole year, as far like on the oval side, and I made one dirt start, one dirt road start, two dirt oval starts, 3 road starts. But like I said, those were more or less. Actually, scratch that. One of them at least was the Daytona 24-hour race. So we actually did run that this year. And then obviously our main thing was making our asphalt oval starts, and we made obviously 316 of those. It was kind of a bit of a resurgence, so to speak, after a kind of a dismal 2021 and a 2022 there, as we can see. Probably though at that point, and I can't even remember exactly what happened in 2022 there, but I remember I took either the first half of the year off or the second half of the year. It's probably the first half of the year off, I remember. And then we kind of started getting back into it a little bit, and we made a good amount of progress near the end of the year that year, and it made for a very, very good, solid 2023, as we can see, though. Got 18 wins, up from the 6 from the previous year. But like I said, that previous year, half of the year was, I took half of the year off mainly. I just kind of would race sporadically here and there throughout the season. But 2023, we did a number of different things, actually, though. Like I said, we started off the year with running the Daytona 24. Kind of an up and down race. I want to check that out. I believe that's on the channel right on here. I can't remember exactly if I did upload it or not, but I think it's up there because I remember I did stream both of my stints that I did. Second one was definitely one to forget, so to speak, because the second stint that I did was not very good. I ended up wrecking the car, so laugh at me in the comments if you want. So we started off with doing that, and then we had made the plan to run the Daytona 500, and so that was kind of one of them things where, I was kind of still deciding on, do I run the full NIS season? Do I not? Because I've had instances in the past where I've made a couple of starts and they've gone horrible by either just getting wrecked or just by so many caution flags coming out. So that Daytona 500 early in the season was going to be the catalyst for, do we run it or do we not run the full season? And ran good in the 500. I think we finished in 5th place that day. So I was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and go to Auto Club and see how we do. And just barely got nipped at the line for 10th place. I finished 11th in that one, but I had a good start to the year. And then obviously there was a couple of times where it got a little bit rocky and all that. So, but I did have a couple of career bests in our NIS season this year. Had two 4th place finishes that are now career NIS bests for me. Had one at Martinsville, and then we had one at Atlanta in the spring, at least. Fall Atlanta was definitely one to forget too. But then we had a career best start of 2nd at Dover, and I just barely missed the pole for that one that day, I remember. And then of course I'll point to that one as our best overall NIS race that I ever did. So, and then kind of going on from there, we obviously did make our starts in the B Open Series. That was one of the series that I was definitely going to be doing a lot of this season, and we capped it off. And obviously, I didn't contend for wins a whole lot, but that was going to be another thing that I'm going to be talking about, though, as we go on in the video. But we ended the season overall in 27th position, so not terrible. We're in Division 1, so we obviously got a bunch of good drivers out there, a bunch of good fast drivers. So, but won 6 different times on the year. I know that ain't a whole lot compared to a bunch of others, but I don't win a lot, so usually to me that means every win that I get's usually pretty special. So it was neat when I end up being able to pull off a victory, but then we ran a handful of stuff in the A Open Series. I didn't really make a consistent amount of starts, but yeah, I didn't get any wins in that one there. So I'd have to go through and look at the win count in the A Open Series, but I actually don't even think I nabbed any, but then I ran a couple of Legends races, and I was able to pick up a couple of wins in that season, or in a couple of seasons. see. Hopefully it loads here. So, well, actually, those are most recent ones right there. Is I'd have to go back onto the legacy website for iRacing, but compared to our, like I said, compared to our 2022, and like I said, it's kind of hard to compare it to our 2022, but I think if we had made close to sorry guys, I got a little bug flying around me there, so sorry if I'm swatting during the video. So, but I think if I took the rest of, or the first half of 2022 and I made some starts, probably could maybe closely compare it to 2023. Not 100% sure on that, but the year as a whole, though, the 2023, I think was a good solid one, I believe. We made 316 oval starts, and that's across a handful of series, whether it come to the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, the trucks. Made a couple of late model starts. Did some SK mods, did tour mods. Don't think I made any Indy starts, but there's a couple of different things I would kind of do for fun and stuff like that. Got 18 wins across the year. Again, I know it's not a whole lot, but that's going to be one of the 2024 goals that I'll be going over in a minute. Got a decent amount of top fives, because that's the thing with me. I always run up near the front. I don't win a whole lot, but I'm usually always able to run up near the front. Got a good handful of top fives, top tens. 26 poles, average start of 7th, average finish of 8th. So, like I said, that's the telltale sign right there. I was consistent most of the year, always finishing in top 10. Bad race usually for me is if I finish outside the top 10 or something. So, but average points that I earned was 107, so that's up 5 points from last season too. Again, kind of got to put an asterisk with comparing the 2023 season to the maybe half of the season that I ran back in 2022. So, but still overall, the 2023 season I think was a success. I'm looking forward to being able to hopefully have some continued success in 2024. Well, that'll kind of bring us now to the goals that I'm going to set here for myself going forward. Goal number 1, trying to contend for more victories. I know a lot of people will say it, and the thing is, like, anybody that does, whether it's racing in real life or doing it on the sim here, you get out there and you try to win. Obviously, you're not going to win everything, but that's just one of them things that I hope that I can be able to do in 2024, is hopefully contend for a few more victories throughout the season. Be able to have a decent amount of win total, because I can look back in 2020 here and 2019, different times a little bit back then, I think, too, and even 2018 had a decent amount of win totals, but got a lot of people that are coming on the sim that are pretty good racers, and but hopefully I can get back to that point where I'm hopefully contending for a lot more victories, and not just mainly settling for either top 5s or top 10s, as good as those are. But and then goal number 2, maybe try to do a few more actual road car starts. Try to broaden the array of races that I run. Obviously, it's kind of hard for me to do that during the week, though, because of a work schedule that I have. So it's kind of harder to do those longer races and junk. But then on top of that, another goal. I don't know if it's much of a goal or something, or more or less of just like, hey, I'm going to do this, but going to plan on starting and hopefully finishing every one of the big 4 races this season on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule. I believe they brought the Brickyard back to the big 4, so now we got the Daytona 500, we got the Brickyard, we got the Coke 600, and we got the Bristol 500. So going to be looking to, excuse me, we're going to be looking to hopefully complete all the laps in those. Small goal, try to finish on the lead lap in the Coke 600, but had a good race in that one this year, but just didn't finish on the lead lap in it. And then another little small goal for this season to complete every lap possible that I can with my team in the Daytona 24, and hopefully be able to, like I said, compete for more wins and maybe increase the win total overall during this whole year. So that's a little short little year in review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, leave some comments down below in the comment section, and, you know, maybe kind of talk about maybe what your goals are, or if you think my goals aren't, you know, maybe up to par with what I can do or something. But be sure to check out some other content on the channel right here. I mean, I upload, you know, either single races, or I'll upload previous live streams that I do on Twitch. Sadly, I don't stream too often on there, but hopefully that's something I can maybe do a little bit more of come 2024. Because mostly I was doing streams on Sunday mornings or Sunday evenings. My Twitch channel is NASCAR Freak 83. It's the same as this YouTube channel here, so twitch.tv/NASCAR Freak 83. But then, like I said, too, another shout out to Jake Russell 2015 on YouTube here for kind of giving me a bit of an idea on this, doing this video here, because I saw him do one the other day, and I figured, like, why the hell not? So, Jake, if you see this one, shout out to you, buddy. You know, kind of gave me a little bit of inspiration to do this video right here. So, thank you for it. You know, so that's kind of just where I got the idea for this video here, but figured it'd be pretty cool to do one here, and we'll get this thing uploaded here soon. So, like I said, everybody, hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of the year here. Always keep an eye out for some content coming up on the channel here. And it's not just racing stuff. I got some retro stuff on here that I do. Even little other bits of stuff that I may or may not upload to the thing. So hope you guys have a great holiday this year. Stay safe, and hope you guys have a great Happy New Year, and see you on down the road on the YouTube channel. Peace out, everybody, and thank you for watching. You guys have a great day.